Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys of Magic. This is Hunter, Riley, and Shane. Say what up, guys.
Hello, hello.
What's up, nerds?
Welcome back to another episode of Resolving the Stack. In case you are new here, what is this? Well, we're going to talk about the stack of news from Magic the Gathering, and we're going to go through each one and describe what happened in this week of Magic. Basically, it's a weekly news show. So let's wrap up the news. This one is for February 16th to February 22nd, the week that was. Let's go ahead and straight kick it off. We had the daily or the weekly MTG, the new show from Magic, actually give us the first look at Final Fantasy and Magic the Gathering, the much highly anticipated look at Final Fantasy. We went through and did all of the spoilers for that video. If you guys wanted to check that out, check the channel. You'll see a full spoiler video, but here are some of the cards they kind of showed off. Very cool stuff. Riley, you were not there for our spoiler video. How do you feel? Because I know you are actual Final Fantasy fan out of our little play group. What do you think about this collaboration?
I think this is really cool. I'm definitely curious to see like the art direction, because I have a feeling they're probably going to do like some special artworks. Final Fantasy has some really, really dope artists, so excited to see what some of these like alternative treatments are going to look like. Super happy with some of the creatures that I've seen so far. The Jumbo Cactuar made me really happy. Whenever this set was first like whenever the set was first announced, I made a joke that like I better get my little cactus friend. So super happy to see that it's in the game and it does exactly what I wanted it to.
Yeah,
it's kind of ridiculous, dude.
A lot of people are complaining, however, that these pre-order prices are at Masters level pricing, even though this is a standard set. Very interesting coming out of the gate.
Yeah,
I can definitely see that. Also, I'm not entirely sure how the reprint process is going to work for this. So it may be one of those like Lord of the Rings situations where things get a little bit sticky.
Yeah.
hopefully there's no One Ring in this set.
Don't hold your breath. Wizards already had not Wizards, but Hasbro had their shareholder meeting, and they said they anticipate this being the biggest set of Magic of all time.
Oh,
so
no doubt.
We will see.
I believe it.
But,
hey, how many game changers are going to come out?
They said they're trying not to print game changers, so
Oh, I know.
You never know. But overall, very cool set. Very excited when we get to it in June. It is now February, so we've got quite a way to go. But while we are here in February, it is MagicCon Chicago, and boy, oh boy, did they show off some spicy spoilers for the actual next set, which is Tarkir Dragonstorm. So we weren't going to do a spoiler video for this, so let's just go ahead, go through some of these cards real quick. We got Mox Jasper, a brand new Mox. 0 mana and legendary artifact. You could tap to add 1 mana of any color. Activate only if you control a dragon. That is questionable at best if it's going to be powerful.
I mean, it's going to be
Nope.
powerful. When you play your Dragon, this is insane, dude.
Sure.
This
Eventually,
does...
yes. But a lot of people are saying to get around it, like, because some people think this is the weakest Mox they printed in a long time compared to Tantalite. Tantalite is pretty bad. But, because a lot of times dragons are expensive. So this probably won't do anything until you get a dragon. But at the same time, changelings are also dragons too. So we'll see.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I want one.
I'm super excited to be back on Tarkir, though. I have very fond memories of this set. I was playing Tarkir whenever I was in college and still a newbie to Magic the Gathering. So this was like the first set that I was actively drafting.
Yeah, I think Tarkir is very cool. I like dragons. Speaking of dragons, we have Sarkhan, Dragon Ascendant, 1 and a red for a 2/2 legendary creature human druid. When it enters, you may behold a dragon. If you do, create a treasure token. What is behold? It's either show that you have one on the battlefield or show that you have one in your hand. And then whenever a dragon you control enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on Sarkhan. Until end of turn, he becomes a dragon in addition to his other types and gains flying. Cool.
It's a cool card. What do y'all think about the Ghostfire frame?
I like it. I like it when it was
like it.
originally. It came out. What was that? In Modern Horizons 3? Was that the first time it came out? Can't remember.
Possibly. Don't remember.
I don't remember that, but yeah.
Cool art though.
I want to see it in person. I think it might be like seeing this foil probably pops insane.
It's probably like a surge foil effect.
Hopefully not sprinkled like that, but yeah.
Looking though,
Yeah.
the swoops and swirls. But as a card, it's okay.
I think it's cool.
Quick way to ramp though, I guess. 2 mana, come in, make a treasure.
Yep.
Just say, hey, I got a dragon. I'm gonna be
Here's
casting
my
next
dragon.
turn.
Yeah.
I mean, it turns on your Mox Jasper.
There you go.
There you go. Baron Steep Siege, 2 white, black enchantment. As it enters, you choose Abzan or Mardu. At Abzan, at the beginning of end step, you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Mardu, at the beginning of end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. Riley, this sounds like a card for you.
Possibly. I do love these kinds of effects. Abzan doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I'm a Mardu fan, and I love sacrifice. Well, I love making you guys sacrifice things. So like that's really all that the card reads. But that's
exactly what I'm saying. It's your card.
Dude, counters on all your creatures is so strong too.
Honestly, I'm looking at the Mardu effect like Riley. I think that effect is pretty powerful.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. Moving on, we have Stormscale Scion, 4/2 red for a 4/4 creature dragon. Flying, other dragons get +1/+1. It's got Storm, which is wild.
It is super wild.
I saw a couple people commenting on this one that it lives up to the name very appropriately. It's the Storm Scale.
Yes, yes, it does. Pretty wild. Yeah, how you put a whole bunch of Mox Jaspers and then you play this, and then your Storm counts how much?
Too many.
Too many.
Now, what do you think of this frame, though? You brought up the last.
This frame's
art
pretty
style.
cool.
I think it's pretty cool for dragons.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I definitely love this one. I just think that the Ghost Fire is like a really cool nod to Ugin.
Yeah.
Inevitable Defeat, another card. 1 red, white, black instant. Spell can't be countered. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses 3. You gain 3.
Almost really. I mean, it's still gonna be good.
It's interesting that it's loss of life and not damage.
I think this card is going to be sneaky good.
Do you?
Yeah.
In what format?
I think probably if they can put together a control deck in standard, I think that this card is actually to be really powerful. Having that lightning helix effect stapled onto this can be a pretty significant swing, and being able to just like get rid of one of your opponent's pesky permanents, this could help you to just like make the jump into the late game.
Yeah, that's true. I do think it's a little pricey in my opinion, though. 4 mana for an exile effect. Yeah,
I can see this in EDH though too. I know it's pricey, but give people more options. Like, yeah, it might not be the most efficient, but someone can run it.
Next up, Skirmish Rhino, white, black, green, 3/4 creature Rhino. Trample. When it enters, each opponent loses 2, and you gain 2. There is the Ghostfire kind of effect.
Yeah.
This is a nod to Riley.
Siege Rhino.
Thank you.
Baby
Siege Rhino.
Siege Rhino.
Yeah. Cute.
Yeah, not bad.
Blink it a couple times, I guess.
I hate this so much. It just PTSD.
Yeah.
Final 4 cards they showed off. We got Smiled at Death for 3 and 2 white enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. Return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard onto the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures. That is a good card.
Not a bad one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a value engine.
Yeah. Just keep sacking your stuff and bringing it back, because you're not making copies. You're just bringing exactly those creatures back.
Dude, how sick would this be in what was that upkeep commander?
Can't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that'd be
I
really
think
good.
it was actually Narset.
Was it? I don't remember the name. I thought it was a special creature. I didn't think it was Narset, but regardless, this ability, if you had that commander and it happens like after combat, not on your actual upkeep, that'd be really sick.
Yeah. Speaking of Narset, we do have a new one. Narset Jeskai Waymaster. Blue, red, white. 3/4 legendary creature human monk. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, you draw cards equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn. So, essentially spell slinger, and then you go, oh, I want to empty my hand. I'd have no cards, but I did cast 3 spells. Bring back 3 spells. Not bad.
I think you're thinking small here.
I mean, yes.
Big.
I'm just giving one example, but yes, I know there's a lot you can do. But it's interesting.
We love these kinds of cards that have like 30-minute turns and then potentially
Oh,
don't win the
no.
game. So I'm super excited for Steven to play
We
Narset.
absolutely hate those kind of turns. Absolutely.
The Spirit Dragon for Jeskai is going to be Shiko, Paragon of the Way. 2 blue, red, white, 4/5 legendary creature Spirit Dragon. It's got flying, it's got vigilance, and when it enters, you exile target non-land card with a mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Copy it, then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Shocker.
Dude, I wish I had an
Good
attack
card.
trigger.
It is a one-time effect, however.
Yeah.
You're in the colors that
I
can
get it.
blink.
I get it. I know. I
But
understand.
it is, unlike the Smile at Death effect, it is you're exiling that card and you're bringing back a copy. So you can't do it again. Still
That is true.
good, I guess. And then the final card they showed off during MagicCon Chicago for Dragonstorm is actually the backup commander to one of the decks here. It's Taval, the Balanced Scale. 1 black, green, blue, 4/4 legendary creature Spirit Dragon. It's got flying. It says whenever it attacks, mill 3 cards. And then you may return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, you create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Yes, that's
Seems
right.
pretty damn good.
You've got Sultai.
Yeah. I like that.
It's a good effect. I love how it's making zombies whenever things get exiled from your graveyard or reanimated from your graveyard. So
Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting choice that they chose to show a backup commander as the first spoiler.
Well, they're slow and yeah, come on.
one of the things that they did mention too, though, whenever they were talking about these decks, is that they're not designing these with the intention of being backups. They're designing this deck with the intention of it being like like 2 face commanders. So the deck is supposed to run straight out of the box, designed around both the dragon and the con.
I like that.
And let's just show up on the screen right now. This is all of the product that is coming with Tarkir Dragonstorm. We have 5 commander decks. They just talked about how they were slowing down commander decks. Well,
Yeah.
you got 5 this set. You got 4 for Final Fantasy. Yeah. So
And then 2.
And then
then
2
two.
yeah,
Eventually.
for Edge,
Yeah.
right? Edge of Eternity.
we will talk about Edge in a minute. But yes,
Oh,
Edge
sorry,
of Eternity will have 2, as well as the 2 that we just got with this set called Aether Drift. I almost forgot. We're already talking about the future.
Maybe they're like, do as I say, not as I do.
Also, love the fact that you can go ahead and get your clan if you play the pre-release. You pick your favorite clan. You will
That's
get
cool.
a pack inside that is to help boost your color combination of your clan.
Very cool.
So, a lot of cool product here. I'm excited for Tarkir. I know you are too, Riley. Like you had mentioned, Tarkir, very cool. Moving on, like we said, Edge of Eternities. We have some art. That is pretty much all they showed. We're not going to show all the art that they showed, but a lot of this cool. Just Shane, you are so stoked for Edge of Eternities. You are a space fanatic. This is
So
all
in.
about space.
I'm so in, dude. Like the level of excitement Riley has for Tarkir, I have for this. I'm so happy.
And the big baddie for Edge of Eternities is Tezzeret. Tezzeret is back.
I wonder if it's going to be desparked or if it's going to be the Planeswalker.
It's a good question. Didn't find that out.
Is he still a bridge?
Is he still a bridge? He's the master of the bridge.
Oh, he's on the bridge.
He is. By the way, Edge of Eternities is the you're on the edge of the blind eternities. So that's what this is alluding to. In case you didn't know that.
Okay.
But it's all about space, and here is all of the product information as well for Edge of Eternities. Like we said, 2 commander decks. We have a World Shaper and a Counterintelligence. So, yeah, this set's not coming out until a long time.
Until a long
In
time.
a galaxy
August.
far, far away.
Until
Dude.
August. We are in February, but just perpetual hype. Keep going.
I think I heard you say this though, dude. This might be the set of the year for you. This is definitely the set of the year for me.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to Edge of Eternities for sure. And then they one last spoiler before they wrapped up their kind of MagicCon spoiler video or spoiler at your panel. That's what it's called. Avatar: Last Airbender has been confirmed. That is correct. Release date of November 21st. But yeah, they did show off some art for the set. and people are hyped that they are staying true to the actual anime itself with the art.
That's pretty
So, very,
Yep.
very cool.
Appa better be a mount.
cool.
More than likely.
I could see that.
Riley, I believe you are a fan of Avatar as well. Glad you're in this video because you can give your opinion on all these properties. I think Avatar is very cool to you, right?
Yeah, it's definitely cool. My wife and I both really enjoyed the series, so
Yeah. I've watched one season. I like it too. It's very
I
cool.
slowly tried to get into it, and I liked what I saw.
Mm-hmm. Comment down below. Are you guys stoked for Avatar: The Last Airbender? We called it a few weeks ago.
Dude, I know.
Someone on Reddit discovered that it's probably going to be Avatar, and boom, it was correct. So
Yeah, that
shout
was
out to them.
That was a fun breadcrumb you sent me on. I like
Yeah.
that.
And then to wrap up this video, we always like to talk about the community. So these are just kind of spotlighting what was the most active kind of posts by the community. So our first one comes from user Sono Alterato, sorry. It's Italian, actually. They posted this and said, did somebody say dragons? These are actual altars that they had created about lightning strike, which is painting dragons on them.
That's
That's dope.
amazing.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool art. I love the breaking through the border like that.
Yeah, they just created dragons on a lightning strike. So, like I said, these are Italian lightning strikes. It's very cool. I assume this user is Italian, and they did a fantastic job.
It's a good
with this
assumption.
art. Yeah. And moving on, we do talk about whenever an artist kind of just jumps into the subreddit every once in a while, and John Avon, the team of John Avon probably, jumped in there and just said, here is the full art for his Lotus Island, is what he's calling it. Unfortunately, this was going to be only exclusive as a promo at MagicCon Chicago. If you spent $150 on merchandise, you would get one of these islands.
Jeez.
beautiful card.
I'd say
Also,
it's gorgeous.
we got the Plains Lotus by John Avon with MagicCon Las Vegas last year.
That's true.
Yeah.
So this could be a cycle. So if
Probably.
you plan on attending a MagicCon in the coming, I don't know, I guess 3 MagicCons, you might get a mountain, a swamp, or I
Forest?
don't know, what's the green one?
What is the green?
Absolutely beautiful art. I know John Avon's team kind of mentioned in the comment section of this because people were like, only if we can, it wasn't paywalled or gated. And they said, trust us, it wasn't on us. And we hope that in the future they do something else with this art, which honestly, they probably won't. But here we are.
Dude, I would gladly trade my planes for this. Hit me up. I'll trade you.
I'll trade you. Very cool though. John Avon, always a stellar artist. And the final community spotlight is another artist that decided to say what up in the community. It's Chun Lo. They just wanted to show off their full art of the alternate art of Oil Deep Gear Hulk from the newest set, Aether Drift. Absolutely beautiful.
That is so cool.
Dude, I love this.
Yeah. I think this card is actually slowly seeing some progress in standard right now. Not bad for a 4/4 lifelink in Ward 1. And discarding stuff.
Definitely not bad. Is this art the graffiti? I think it is, right?
I think it's got graffiti art,
Looks
yeah.
graffiti, yeah.
But
I love it.
absolutely incredible. Shout out to everybody in the community for just showing off their fantastic artist skills. I am not talented at all, so it's very cool to see some that are.
Put yourself down like that.
Hey, I'm not talented, all right?
You are talented.
But that is going to do it for Resolving the Stack, the weekly wrap-up that was 2/16 to 2/22, 2025. Comment down below, what did you guys think of all the news from the week? Always interested to hear your guys' opinions. Hit the like button if you like these videos, so we know that we can continue to make them. And subscribe to the channel so you're staying up to date with everything else that we got put out. We got a lot of stuff coming. You don't want to miss it. And on the screen right now, those are all of our current Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your added support. It really does mean the world to us. If you guys wanted to check out that they are seeing, which is not here on YouTube, please click the link in the description and consider subscribing. And a very special shout out to all of our Gains Indestructible tier. That is right. A big shout out to all of you guys, starting with Daryl Tripp,
Demarion Turner.
Dr. Ohm.
Jimmy Ward,
Kevo,
Larry Kellyan,
Matthew McClendon,
Robert Myatt,
Thrifty PSGR,
Tim K.
Wish Were Reich.
and Ryder Cole.
Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Appreciate every single one of you. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Later.
Bye bye.